if we do real wood, I think we do the hump because it's going to look, we do the hump. I think that was like was that a Digital Underground song? We can do the Humpty Hump, I guess. Welcome back to the Workbench, where we try to make things. What we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford F-100, the Foose design kit that they put out, the truck that he did, I guess. But what we're going to do it a little different. We're going to modify the chassis so that we can put our own airbags in. And that's basically done. So we got the rear C-notches put in for the rear axle, and we actually C-notched the front too, which I have not finished priming just yet, but it is fully bodyworked. And the last thing we're going to need to do is put in the cross member, you know, for the motor and the lower A-arms and whatnot. But I can't do that. It should sit pretty much in the stock location, which was the idea originally, but I want to put in an aftermarket motor, or basically I want to put it in a Coyote motor. That's what you do, right? You put a Coyote in a Ford and you put an LS motor in a Chevy. So I'm doing the cliche, and I wanted to put in a Coyote motor, but I need that motor before I can really set kind of where that needs to go. It should sit pretty much in its stock location, but I want to make sure and have the motor on hand and be able to mock all that up before I actually get it in place. So kind of at a standstill on the chassis because I need to get that motor in. I want to get one of the 3D printed. I think I'm gonna go ahead and order one. I'm getting closer and closer to getting a 3D printer here in the shop so we can just do it ourselves. But I'm gonna have to go ahead and just order one for now because I don't want to wait. I want to get it going. I want to get it done. So we'll have that coming in and be able to do that. But what I thought we could do till then is we need to decide paint color. And I had got some great suggestions in some previous videos, but because I bought paint, I'm having to buy paint for the Oldsmobile, I'm having to buy paint for the Thunderbird, or I've already bought paint for those. The finance department not giving me the okay on paint for this one. So I thought we would use what paint I have on hand, and I would have you guys decide which paint we use. So I need to get you guys to vote, you guys and gals to vote down into the description or in the comment section of what paint you would like to see. And what I have to work with is a bunch of paint that I got at Hobby Lobby because they had it in the discount bin. and that was okayed by the finance department because it was on sale. And the finance department likes sales. So I was able to get this stuff for like half price, like for $2.50. And basically what it is the Createx, Createx, I guess that's how you say it. Createx, I don't know. But a bunch of different paints that they had. So I have a bunch of different transparents. So I've got orange, blue, green, yellow of the transparents. And then I also got opaque, black and white. I don't think these colors will probably be using. In fact, I don't think any of those colors will probably be using because I also got some of their Wicked colors. These were heavily on sale also. So I was able to get their gold. What do they call these different colors? Opaque, limelight green, Laguna blue, and Wicked blue. And then what I was also able to get, which is probably the direction I'm kind of leaning, is they had one candy available, which is blood red, which is a cool color. Now, that obviously this is a candy, or if you wanted to do one of the transparents, I mean, if you guys want to do one of these transparents, we can do that too, but they'll have to go over a base color. I'm pretty sure these Wicked colors are base. The reason I say that is like the gold has a flake in it, which seems like a base color to me. Do any of the other ones have a flake? Not really. Let me see. Can I tell? No, none of these three have, but we have these that are bases. Now, my first thought was, or what I'm thinking, which I think could look pretty nice, because remember, keep in mind, we're doing this as a full-on show truck. So like the chassis is going to get painted, probably body color. We've got the body that's going to be painted, obviously body color. Also, before we go on, I want to mention, I think what I'm going to do for the bed, we were trying to decide because obviously those rear C-notches pop up through the bed. I think what I'm going to do is actually remove the rest of this wood, just leave the straps back here, or the supports, I guess they should be called. In fact, well, it doesn't matter if there's a support here. I'm going to leave these two supports, remove the rest of these wood slats, and I think I'm going to put in real wood. I'm just going to do real wood slats with the metal looking spreaders. I don't know what you call them, the parts in between the wood. I think they're called spreaders, something to that effect. The parts that run this direction. And then I'm going to put real wood in. I've got some walnut I think we can use, which would look really clean. And then I could actually build in the hump too out of that wood. It'll show through the bottom because we'll remove the rest of this. And I think that'll look real clean. So we're going full-blown show truck. So keep that in mind when choosing your colors. You know, this will have painted chassis, which will most likely be, I'm assuming we'll do the chassis body color, and those will be sticking up into that. Oh, actually it won't. I think we're going to cover it. Well, that's still up in the air, whether we want to build the tunnel that'll cover, or do we want to be able to see this maybe? Now that I'm thinking, because this bed will be body color, right? All this will be body color. Would it be cool to have the body color and maybe we just frame it around? I'm still going back and forth. Or do we put all wood in? You know what I mean? So we'll have wood and then a wood hump coming down, and you won't be able to see any of the chassis from inside the bed. And also remember, there's going to be a compressor and a air tank and all that stuff to feed the air ride and all the lines and all that that's going to be going through the bed and sitting in the bed. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Which way? I'm trying to getting off topic here. What we were just talking about, but it just got me thinking about how we want to do the hump. If we're going to do real wood, if we do real wood, I think we do the hump because it's going to look. We do the hump. I think that was like was that a Digital Underground song? We can do the Humpty Hump, I guess. But we can put in a hump right here, and I think it'll look. I'm kind of going that way, just to have more wood. More of that wood in there, and then because we'll have the body color all around here. Anyways, let me know what you think. But the direction as far as color goes, let me throw these back out here so you have these to look at too, as far as deciding on what color you guys would like to use. These are transparents. I have some silver if we want to lay down silver and then put one of these. I even have I don't think I have silver flake. I'd have to look. I might could convince the finance department to let me get some silver flake if we want to use one of these 4 colors, or even underneath if we want to do silver under the blood red. But what I thought we would do, and this was just kind of my original thought using the colors we have, is we lay down, what do they even call it? Wicked Gold, which has flake. So we just laid this as our base and then put our blood red over top of it. And looking at this blood red, it looks brown in the bottle. So I went ahead and just put down a couple splotches. Now this looks awful. In fact, it looks like a test, like some kind of blood smear for it. What do you call that? What do you call those? Like if you watch Dexter, the little slides he made with the blood. I mean, that's what it looks like. But it is honest to God blood red. In fact, I had got some on my thumb when I was just doing this blotches. By the way, this is the gold. This is the red on top of gold, on top of the gold, and it's really thick and whatnot because it's just a blotch. I haven't sprayed it out on a spoon. I wanted to kind of see what it looks like before I sprayed out a spoon and see if it was something you guys would want to do. But like I was saying, I got it on my thumb and it looked like I'd cut my thumb. It's really honest to God blood red. I was very impressed with the color. And if we did this, if we did that blood red for the truck, it gives me other ideas too of going down that kind of blood red, graphics maybe on the truck, or like some kind of, I don't know. It just got me really thinking about doing something on the door, like a business sign, or just doing with, something a little bit wicked. You know what I mean? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I really wanted to get your input on what you thought we should do as far as with the paint color and using the paint colors we have, so I don't have to necessarily buy anything and try to get that, because I'm trying to get financing through for the 3D printer. I'm trying to get financing through for a new microphone because the audio on this is just awful, at least in my view it is. There's a lot of things like that I'm trying to get financing through also, so I'm trying to save a little money here. And speaking of financing, I am going to be ramping back up the channel member content and Patreon content. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the join down button down below, or you can check out the Patreon page through the link down below. And what I think I'm going to be doing right now, I've been doing a series where I'm building a book note, because I don't know if you guys know, I do 2 videos a day, or at least I try to do 2 videos a day. And in the morning is actually miniature dollhouse stuff, which you guys might not be interested in that are watching this video, but check it out. I don't know if you guys know this, but those miniature dollhouses are 1/24th scale. 1/25th scale? They're 1/24th scale, I believe. So they're kind of the same scale we're working in with the cars. And I'm actually building the one in the morning right now, because that's meant to be part of the background for when I shoot shorts of these cars, because they're the same scale, right? So I can park them out in front. Does that make sense? So I don't think there's a lot of crossover between the people who watch in the morning and the people who watch in the afternoon, or the people who watch the craft videos and the people who watch the car videos. By the way, Tandem C, right? Are we getting it? Tandem C television. We've got craft videos and we've got car videos. So we've got a Tandem C. I don't know. It's awful. Go with it. Just go with it. But the point being is could be some crossover there, because they are actually all the same scale. With that said, I am going to be now adding car content to the channel members and Patreon page. I want to show you what we're going to be working on first. Let me grab it from down here. So just right up first, I'm just going to build. I picked this up at Ollie's, this Bronco kit. It's a curbside kit. I'm going to be building this on the channel member page, box stock, just as it is, just video to be built. And those are going to be just me bantering about whatever. I can say whatever over there because YouTube doesn't care. So we'll be bantering about whatever as we build this Bronco. Now in the future, if we get enough guys and gals over there that are interested, the builds I'll be doing over there will be strictly from your guys' input. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we'll get enough input on this first build to be able to do that. But also remember, it's going to be a video every week, so the back catalog will just constantly be building. And I think you can join for $1. I don't, whatever the minimum is, I set the bottom, there's a tier there at the minimum to join down there. Anyways, just talking about the financing of the things we want to do around here. And I want to change this to be back like the RC shop that I used to do back in the day when I was doing RC car stuff. I want to change it to where it's more of a garage. It's being built in a garage. But again, getting stuff through the financial department is kind of hard to be able to build out a garage. I'd like to build out a 24th scale. I used to have a 10th scale garage that I filmed out of, which was huge. It was a 4x8 sheet of plywood that was a full garage. In fact, you might not know it, but behind me, well, you probably know behind me is a green screen. Behind that green screen is a 10th scale skyscraper that I was building for a series I was going to shoot, and I think I still am going to shoot. In fact, I'll have to bring out all the 10th scale stuff that I've done previously, or you can go check it out. It's still public. You can go check it out on the video from years ago. But yeah, there's literally a 10th scale skyscraper back there. So I've built big. When I say skyscraper, it's 4, 5, or 6 stories tall. Bottom floor is like a music venue. Anyways, go check out the old videos if that's something you're interested in. But I want to build now a 24th scale or 25th scale garage. But it takes money. And if you'd like to help support, again, check out the join tab. And by the way, all of this stuff will always stay free. I'm never going to put the stuff that we're working on here on the channel will always stay outside, but in front of the paywall. I don't know how you say that. Not behind the paywall. Anyways, let me know. I'm done with I hate talking about the money stuff, and you won't hear about it for a long time again. But let me know what color you would like for the truck to be painted down in the comments section. If this is something you want to keep up with, please hit the subscribe button. Share please share these videos if you'd like to share them with other people. What is it like? Hype? Think about the join down below. I don't know. Do all those things everybody tells you to do on YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.